Y'all look like statues.
Look, I was trying to hold that fucking beer burp and so it would be all on the air like
The beginning of this show is always hilarious.
Indeed.
You live?
Not quite yet. Now, hello. Welcome to the Kocktail Social. I am your host, Blue Waters. These are my socialites. It is another wonderful Friday. Yay!
I feel like we're in an AA meeting. You making me feel like I'm about to.
what is it? Assholes Anonymous.
Welcome, assholes. Welcome. I missed y'all last week.
Yeah. You did a no call, no show.
And the funny thing is, I was out celebrating. Shout out to my best friend. I'm celebrating her graduation. It took her 20 fucking years to get out of college, but she finally did it. And I do not judge at all, Michelle Shellers. I know that, it took you a long time and they had to accommodate you with, those the big print books and special glasses and things of that nature. But you did it, old timer. You did it.
Yeah, hooray, yeah.
That's an HBCU story if I've ever heard one. We don't have a traditional track.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. I graduated on time. Thank you very much.
Well, Ho's always on time.
Hey, I did have to. I ain't gonna say what I had to do, but it did it.
No judgment.
McDonald's College.
I graduated top of my
top of the class.
Honest. That's what it
I am
is.
in charge of the girls.
Yes, I'm in charge of the girls.
I am in charge of the girls. Anyway, what's been going on since I saw you? Thank you so much, Mr. Gilmore, for holding it down. You had a very butch show, and I really appreciate it. You led with an arm fist.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I did. I enjoyed it immensely. And thank you, Mr. Kauser, for bringing up the rear. So,
oh, he an asshole. He an asshole.
I really missed you. And so I can't drink where I'm at. So I've snuck in a little cocktail, but it's PG-13 cocktail. So I would like for you down there to have the cocktail that I'm hoping for. If someone has a Long Island iced tea right now, please drink it. Have a sip for me. If you have some Hennessy and Coke, please drink it. If you have Jack Daniel, I'll pass. I don't use Jack Daniel.
That Jack gets you stuck. That's worse than Jack Daniels.
Yeah, Jack will have me right ready. It'll have me face down, ass up, and I don't want to know what's coming afterwards. But
Mazel will get you. Mazel about to go right in. Watch your booty hole.
Well,
I'm a boy.
but sometimes I feel like a lady.
No judgment.
Anyway, tell me what's been going on. It's been 2 weeks since I've seen you last. So what's been going on? What's new? What's changed? What hasn't changed? How has everyone been making it through this whole election situation? because I swear I've been completely stressed out.
I've been completely fucking ignoring that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I figured, I'm not gonna sit and stress over the TV, and hell, for all we know, it could be another damn week before that shit come out. So I'm not gonna stress myself out the whole time waiting to find out. So I figure once I find out who won or lost or whatever, then I deal with it then. But until then, I'm gonna be living my best life. And
All right.
What the hell was that just walked across the screen?
Who's screen?
You ain't see that fly across the screen?
No.
No. Whose screen you was looking at, first of all? You
My
saw a
Zell
spirit?
screen.
Oh, I thought
It was just like a flash.
Oh, I thought it might have been a spirit.
On your screen?
On your screen.
You don't know my motherfucking screen. Was it
Y'all just see that?
No, not at all. Okay, all right.
Don't act like y'all don't see that.
All right, people. We will get you your medication.
Somebody might have been hitting that drink a little bit too hard today.
I don't see that.
Look, we all just sit here real still, like no sudden movement. No sudden movement.
I'm not crazy. Y'all don't see that on my screen?
Oh.
Look, just smile and nod, y'all.
We see it.
Yeah, I see it all the time.
In all the lines. Yay.
I'm not crazy.
No, you is not crazy.
Are you talking about her instant stick? Is that what you saw?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I know I'm not fucking crazy.
You may be a little, just a smidgen.
I knew I wasn't crazy.
No, you didn't.
Not this time.
You thought you were a little bit crazy.
White jacket. Extra long sleeve white jacket. Can I get an extra long sleeve white jacket, please?
Crochet and straight jackets over there. She's like, I made you something. It's just for you.
You're out of control.
Look at these buckles. Look at these buckles.
How the hell you damn near 40 getting swaddled? It keeps them calm. Yeah.
So, Mr. Gilmore, tell me something good.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. It is Friday, and I can't wait to turn up.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what I really need to do. I need to turn up a little bit. But I got Sage down earlier this week, and it has kind of been guiding me throughout the whole week. It's been whenever bullshit has wanted to come my way, for some reason it's gone like whew. So I got like bullshit pellet right now.
Hello, Shanisha. It's been a minute since I saw you, beloved. And hello, Candace. Candace, every week. Hey, sweetheart. Thanks for joining us. This is my show, Shanice. This is the Kocktail Social. This is our show, and these are my socialites. And we're doing an online happy hour. So at the moment, we're getting drunk in our various ways, I suppose. But so get a cocktail and join us, and we can talk some shit together.
So I didn't know you were talking to the comments. I was like, what the fuck is on I didn't see the screen. I'm like, where they at? Right. I felt like Nate. I'm like, where are they? You don't see you.
I hope y'all are sharing. I hope you all are sharing the show. I hope you are. I hope you grabbed your cocktail. Those that are viewing, I hope you're ready to get into the mix of this, because I am ready to just bust wide open. That's my gayest expression at the moment. So.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my god.
First question of the day. What are we talking about? I'm going to go with the one that Mr. Gilmore posted. I'm going to let you lead that one because I'm going to save my comment about it or my story because it's definitely going to be a blues tale.
Oh no.
I'm letting y'all know it's going to be a blues tale. And yeah. But
All right,
I'm going to let you lead that one.
So on the election day, me and my siblings decided we didn't want to deal with it at all. So we went on a taco run down to Bethesda. We went to this spot, got some god awful tacos. They were horrible. And then I found another spot that was really good. But anyway, the conversation, it was a good question that popped up. Like, we always talk about like real good sex. Like, do you remember the worst fuck you ever had? Like the worst one, and why it was bad?
Oh well, y'all already know mine, so I ain't even gonna go back down that road no more. It was so
Does the viewing public know?
Yes, due to public, no.
It was super whack. Matter of fact, to be honest, I it was almost like I didn't do it because half the time it wasn't even where it was supposed to be. It just fell down and
oh, the little turtle.
pretty much, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, the little turtle.
I spit on a bat. That was what I did. Just act like I came. I just spit on a bat. I know it's the worst thing ever. It's not nice, but I feel like fuck it. It happened, but I never got soft inside before, and like it was not good. And I just and she's like, oh. It was like, yeah, it was good, and I ran the hell up out of there.
Oh, it was one of those loogies like on Lovecraft. It was one of those loogies.
Just like he spit on D's face, just on a
like egg yolk, egg whites.
Ew.
And
that was a loogie right there.
Like it was so bad. I was mad. I was just like, I was really upset. Like,
yeah.
No, that's that good. My hello. Hello. Nate, are you there?
Yes. Yes.
I can't hear you.
Did you
I think my very first time would be considered not so good because I learned that females should wipe from the front to the back, not from the back to the front.
Did the bitch have a dookie chip in her cooch?
I could smell it.
What?
I just could smell it.
Ew! You got shit puss? Like from the front to the back.
I feel so sorry for you.
Get a smack. If your cooch smells like shit.
And then
as a matter of fact.
And then I know what shit smells like.
Do you know?
And it just wasn't good. But I could tell it was just it was coming. It wasn't like an aroma coming around. It was.
You sound traumatized.
You smell
I was because you young and you trying to like go with all emotions and
Was you vulnerable?
no, but it's
You spelled her whole wilderness.
Her wilderness.
You spelled wild.
Gamey as a motherfucker.
it was
It smells
Hold
gamey.
on, wait. Did you just say her stuff smelled gamey?
Gamey.
Like you got a hunted with a spear?
Right, like you had to let the bird out that bitch or something.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
I mean, the only thing that I could do was just act as if I was nervous because it was my first time. I wasn't nervous, but because my face was here. And it just, I don't want to talk about it. Go, keep on. Next question.
Yeah.
You just had a whole breakdown. I don't want to talk about it no more. Oh.
You were crying the car.
And I have a weak stomach, so just go ahead. Go ahead.
You need to drink something? Have a sip of your cocktail.
But what ultimately pissed me off, let's see, that's why I want to keep going. But what made me mad was when we got to work, like she spread it around as if it was me. And I tried to treat her like a young lady. But she was making me look bad. Like I couldn't.
Oh. Well, that's why you put that shit back out. Like, well, no, the problem was she wiped from the back to the front.
See, my mother didn't raise me like that. But
and she had fucking nougat coming out of her goddamn crotch. That's what the problem was.
No, not nougat.
Oh my goodness.
No.
It ain't quite brown and it ain't quite white. It's just
I didn't now to her defense, I didn't see anything. But
yeah, because it was residue. It was shit residue.
when I said it to my cousin, that's how I learned.
It was
how
that
women
shit
supposed
show.
No.
How women supposed to wipe.
It was, and that's traumatic. You know.
You know that's where asthma came from. Shit shell dust.
It's true. It is true. I want y'all to know that is a fact. I can't.
Please tell me that was your
right now.
one and only female experience. Please don't tell me that.
No, that was my first. That was my first, but that just was.
You say that'll do it.
The motherfucker said, "That's all, folks."
and to be honest, like most guys that I know, most people, period, that I know who've been with women, that's normally their reason for not like eating them out because they've had one bad experience, and that'll fuck it up for everybody else potentially. Beyond that,
that's horrible.
Oh, I feel well.
I feel you. I feel you.
The first woman I ate out was a dom. She was good too. She taught me how to do it, and then she told me to show her. So she told me to show her if I learned anything. I practiced on a grapefruit and I practiced on her. Then I fucked her.
I heard doms are normally like normally got the best.
There's some bad ones out there. They always got big ass and like big titties and shit. Like they always.
Yeah, I think my first time performing oral sex on a woman, I was kind of apprehensive about it because she was really bushy down there, and I didn't. I like it.
And with your gums cut up after that shit.
That's what it was. I had a lot of that. I don't like that, but I mean,
that's why you like cats.
That's how I sounded at the end of the night. I was in there doing it, and I mean.
Oh my God! That's I don't want no hair. I don't like it. That's why this not gonna last much longer. Because if I ever like, it is in my, I'm done.
Well, I done definitely ate a heroin before. I just parted like Moses and get on in there.
Get in there.
Yeah, that was. But I think the worst experience I had was
I
with.
know you did good when it looked like a Jerry curl at the end.
Just let your soul go.
Yeah, buddy.
Ew. Oh man. Oh. So a commenter said, "How do you think she felt when she found out that wasn't cum?"
Oh,
no.
To me, is that to me? I don't know because I left and I ain't never talked to her again.
Well, why do people? I'm always confused. Why do people feel the need that they have to finish when it's horrible? Why not just stop?
I don't know. I just felt like I should finish, and I did. I spit and I pulled my shit up and I walked out the door. I was moving quick as shit down Pimlico Avenue, like.
Gotta keep moving.
And she was in Park Heights. That's dangerous.
Gotta keep moving. Gotta keep moving.
I think the worst situation was when I was scattered on.
Good. Huh?
What?
Pick me.
Were they standing over top of you?
No.
Oh, you got a special treat.
Oh no,
he got a special treat.
He struck oil.
It was like gravy train.
You got shitted on.
Yeah, right, that's diarrhea. That's just diarrhea.
You went too far, Blue. You went too far.
That mean it was all in your pubic hair and everything. Oh, that is disgusting.
You found dinner.
Oh,
there's dinner.
We need a name. I need a name. You got to put that name out there.
I don't tell names. I think that traumatized me to a degree, and I didn't want to continue. I mean,
I think I gotta cross back over after that shit. Fuck that.
For a few minutes, I did.
I don't want to be gay no more. I've been
But I will say that I think that's the experience that most gay men have to deal with when they are in the submissive position. Because I know I had to learn. I think I learned how to actually.
You got some mud on your dick.
I was taught by transsexual women, so they were very meticulous in teaching me what I was supposed to do. But when I first came out, I was a mess too, and I think this was this guy's first time. So,
I mean, but y'all had a conversation beforehand, so that shit don't happen. Literally.
Oh, shit happens.
I know shit happens, but not literally. It don't have to be literally.
It do.
But if it's like their first time, they don't know that.
They don't know
that. Ask that motherfucker, is it your first time? And if so, did you do your cleansing? Because your ass can have a shitsplosion.
But he had the flu or something. He must have had the flu.
Oh, and then
you got something.
Shit? Oh God, no.
Oh my goodness.
I hope it wasn't your bed. Was it their bed?
No, it was my house.
Oh bitch, you got to go.
Oh no, he gonna get that shit up. You ain't leaving that shit. You is not.
Well, I mean,
get this shit up.
He was a military guy, and it was his first. I guess it was his first time on evening.
And they usually so neat.
Huh?
Nothing. Don't listen to me. I'm acting up.
Neat. Maybe you straighten it all stood up and lined in. Lined the fuck up now.
But he was. I mean, it was. but it was definitely traumatic because I don't think the actual aside from that, it was
or did you
good.
just? What the fuck did you?
It was good, but it was just that happened. But it was so much. It was the volume of it. So that's what really traumatized.
Okay, you gotta stop. You gotta stop because I want to. No. Mm-mm.
So it was so much. That just,
No.
I win. I win.
You did. You win. You win.
Got this one.
You got that one.
Motherfucker feet was stinking one time. That was some rough shit.
What
Feet stinking?
Motherfucker feet was stinking. I was like,
See, in comparison to
like,
that,
but you know your feet stink though. You know your feet stink.
This shit smell like wet shoes. Like the motherfucker got
Wet corn curls.
I'm like,
Did you have cheese doodles in your shoes? Nigga, what?
Bitches, you harboring blue cheese in that bitch?
What you been stomping in the mud all day?
I think that you know what? Some things I just think come with being with men. You know,
no, that's not true. Because that's the
do your feet stink? Do your feet stink then? Then that shit ain't normal.
I ain't gonna lie, my work shoes stink like a motherfucker.
I mean, work shoes, that's one thing, but I'm talking about your regular fucking shoes shouldn't be fucking stinking.
See now, so certain male odors. Now I don't. So me growing up,
Blue, you get off the stink ass feet?
Huh?
You get off the stink feet?
Oh no, but I just
he almost said yes.
Yes.
Well, that comes from her toy.
I just expect it from guys because guys don't really necessarily, they're not all primitive products.
Man, I will say it is shocking when you find a stink foot woman. It's like
now if you find a stink foot woman,
I don't know why.
Wait a minute, because you talk about work shoe funk, or you talking about or her regular ass feet stink?
Her both. I mean, work shoe is different, but if her feet smell like she played basketball all day long and football.
First of all, even if because sometimes you may not be planning to have sex, and so, but my thing is, if you know that you know what I'm saying, you've been out or whatever the fuck you've been doing that day, you feel like you need to freshen up, then why not just go do that?
Maybe the spirit hit them real quick and they didn't have time.
Nah, fuck that.
And then he took her shoes off and she was like, no. And then it just happened. She wasn't gonna take her shoes off.
Now, what shocked me one time was titty scum. I didn't know that was a thing.
Titty scum?
Almost as bad as toe jam if you let that shit go. Like toe jam.
Well, that's when they put lotion and stuff. You can't put lotion in your crevices.
Yeah. Not on
and
the
it was gunk.
It was
gunk, just gunk them.
Yeah, that means she must have put some lotion because I got crevices, and I know as a big guy, you can't put moist in crevices.
Because it's gonna make it moist, and then it's gonna get dewy and shit, and then
that's where toe jam comes from. Toe jam comes from people putting lotion and shit between their toes and not working it all the way in or not letting it dry. You gotta let the lotion dry for a second.
Or it could just come from nasty ass feet.
Yeah.
Well, you can tell the difference.
I don't know.
That's grime. At that point, that's grime.
Right.
No, but she like lifted up and it had that little. You ever see somebody neck that ain't clean?
Oh, yeah. That bitch had.
And that's what was. It was.
Yeah.
It was like a little. It was a little pasty, like.
Yeah, baby neck. That was baby neck. Baby neck. Milk
and this was when I was at Kocktail. So we both young, 18, just like hey, in between class, in between 101 and sociology, just thought I'd go tap little ass somewhere.
Somebody didn't tell her that she gotta wipe the powder in. That's what happened. Poor baby.
Yeah, she up that bitch looking doughy.
Looking real doughy.
Doughy is the bitch.
Real doughy. You gotta wipe the powder in, baby. You gotta wipe it in. You can't just splash it on.
Not doughy.
That's
That's like when it get in between your lobes and stuff like that. Yeah, you got, yeah. Don't put powder down in your crevices because
this bitch got deodorant bowls. Dingleberries. Dingleberries.
Hey, back to what you were saying, Mr. Gilmore. I usually give men a pass that I don't give women. So like now there's a difference between funk and musk. A musk is okay, but if it's a funk, because it comes through and it stands out there. A musk is a light scent. It's like you're sweating, but you still smell clean. It's like the soaps mixed with the sweat. Mm-hmm. But funk is
musk is different. I'm with you. Musk is different.
Musk is different, and I'm okay with that. Like, if you're an active guy or something like that, even if you're an active female, but funk is completely different. I remember when a female got aroused, me and her was, and she got aroused and she
started funking, didn't she?
You talking about Plumie?
She started
whipping. It started.
Boofy. That's our name, Boofy. Boofy.
Oh, you see like the smoke.
I mean, when you hit a,
it was talking to you. It started a conversation with you.
You hit a dusty pillow and then boof out there like boof. That's what it did. It started.
It was trying to talk to you. Trying to have a conversation with you.
It was. It did.
How you doing, Blue? How you doing?
It gave me an inspiration.
How you doing, Blue?
The right smell. That thing will get in your nose and you think about that shit all day long.
Now, I'm not going to say, I've had a couple women roommates. And what I've learned, and I grew up with women, but I know certain things. But I had a roommate at one point. And when I say you walked in the bathroom after a woman and it was a smell that just... It smelled like the smell was in the toilet, but it was nothing in the toilet.
It in the bowl. That's what they should have. And that shit got trapped in the bowl.
No, this was. I rarely use the word pungent. It was a pungent smell, and it like you know if you like do the number 2 in the bathroom, there's a smell that normally like dissipates after, but this smell was just there.
Maybe she just was a meat eater.
Maybe.
And she just had bad bowels or some shit.
Oh no.
But what she could have did is farted in the bowl, but she didn't get up right away. She wiped while she was still sitting.
Fart was stuck in there. Yeah.
And the fart was trapped in there and started fuming out after she left out the bathroom.
Okay, well I'll go with that, but it just smells like
in the toilet.
I'm trying to help you out.
It just smelled. It was the only thing I could describe it as was pungent. That's the only thing I can say.
What did it smell like? Was it an ass smell, a crotch smell, a pit smell?
It smelled like something was closed for a while and it opened up. She ain't opened the windows for the spring and shit. That shit was cooped up on. Right, it just smelled like something had been closed in for a long time, and when it opened,
oh, she had mold.
It was mildew.
Mildew, mold and mildew in that bitch. That's what that was. It was moss. It was moss in there.
You just need a little lemon joy. That's all. A little lemon joy to cure that right up.
Oh no!
You need a stick up. Hiccups.
Oh,
this bitch had a toilet cake hanging around her fucking drawers. What the fuck? You know those toilet cakes? I don't even know if they still make them shit. That motherfucker with that little anchor they used to hang on the side of the boat.
Yeah, on the side, yeah.
Oh,
that is.
Can we go? Can we go to the next question? My stomach hurts.
I got a quick question. This is kind of stupid. We was watching one of them old ass 80s shows, and it was a scene with a like a prison bus, and they were going to take the people to prison. So the guy was talking smack to the prisoners and whatnot, telling all their business. And so anyway, one of the inmates passes out or starts, acting like he having a seizure or whatever. So the guard opens the gate and goes in the back with the prisoners. Of course, they, set his ass up and stabbed him and all types of shit, this, that, and the other. Now, my question is, if you're on the bus and you only got 2 years of prison time and they kill the guard and run off of the bus, are you going to stay at the scene or are you running when they run? Because you only got 2 years. Because if you run...
Oh, hold on, Christy, hold on. Candace, that's funny. She said that the theme from Kill Bill come on with you with the toy.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's a wild ass comment. Go ahead. Would you run?
I'll message you, Candace. I'll let you know, Candace. Honestly, I think I would stay because in today's world, I think I would die if I weren't. I just watched Queen and Slim, so that's where my mindset is. Like, just take.
So you would stay at the scene?
But wouldn't they blame him?
Well, no, because all the rest of the prisoners was gone. I'm just saying it was a group of prisoners. They obviously wasn't together. I mean, you had a couple of them on there that was teammates or whatever, but they caused this whole scene so that they could escape. So they killed the guards and then they ran. But I'm just saying, if you was on the bus and you don't know them and you only got like 2 years to serve in prison, are you gonna run or you gonna stay on the bus until somebody come and discover y'all?
That's gonna be more time. That's gonna be more time. That's what I'm thinking. That's gonna be more time.
Also, I'm thinking if you stay on the bus and you go back, then you could be seen as a snitch.
Well, either way, they already know who was on the bus because they was prisoners. So they already know who was on there. And if you stayed at the scene, they ain't gonna suspect you and everybody else fucking gone. I mean, fuck that. I would tell. If I got 2 fucking years and but
you know what? I'm just gonna go to sleep. Just stay and go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Because when they come, they gonna be like, "What happened?" They were like, "I'm like, what is going on? What is going on?"
If you stay, you can always get therapy, because you was in an accident and everything, and you can get, you could be real plush for them 2 years and get you some physical therapy while you in there.
Right. That's why I said just fall asleep.
If I only had 2 years, I don't think I would leave. I think I would stay at the scene.
Yeah, just fall out.
I would have to think about who.
I got beat too. They beat me too. I tried to stop them. You go
do some Lynn Whitfield shit. Just punch yourself in the eye real quick.
Right. Look what they did to my face.
It depends on the prison.
Yeah, because my thing is, if you're on your way to prison and this is happening on your way to prison, you already know what's going on. This was on the bus on the way to the motherfucker. So
yeah. I would definitely fall asleep and act like I got beat up too. But then I would want to ask for, can you transfer me? Because if those guys get caught and they come back to that prison, your booty is taken automatically. So I want to transfer. Can I transfer? I don't want to stay in that prison. You got to think ahead. Like you was thinking ahead, you got to think ahead.
Yeah, well. Okay.
I'd rather do 2 years than 10 to 20 because that's murder.
Because that's what you're working on if your ass run.
I can't do that.
And you're gonna fuck around and you're gonna get murder charges because they killed both of the guards.
Oh shit! You gotta fall out.
They killed both of them. I was watching Walking Texas Ranger. I ain't even gonna fucking lie. I ain't wasn't shit else on, but the motherfuckers.
The Walker.
That's an old ass show.
Question. Next question. Next question.
Yes.
Go ahead, Blue. Next question.
Name a toxic trait that you. I'm still working on it. This girl, Texas.
Go ahead.
Name a
Right, your
name a
old ass.
toxic.
On Murder She Wrote, it
Murder
said
She
that
Wrote. I was watching Murder She Wrote, and
diagnosis murder and shit. Come on, Columbo. Go ahead, please. Ask the next
No.
question. We moving on.
Jeez, Christmas. Not Walk Texas Ranger though.
Ranger. In
Oh.
the eye of the ranger is behind you.
Name a toxic trait you possess and how are you working on them? If it's more than one, what's a toxic trait that you possess and how are you working on it?
I don't know, because I ain't no toxic type person. So
You got me. Stinky pussy ladies. Now I gotta tell my business. This is too much.
I thought about this one when you wrote it. I know I got a few. I ain't gonna bullshit. It's some shit.
Oh, I know I did.
Oh, you did. You did.
I would definitely say one of mine is not being quick to forgive.
Damn it, get out my head because that was the exact same one I was saying. I was like, I hold a fucking grudge forever. It's horrible.
Forever. I don't
and it's like, and there have been some instances now where I really should have just gone ahead and forgave and do the things that happened after the fact. But now I'm just sitting there like, it's one of the ones I need to work on. It's one of the ones I need to work on.
Yeah.
And like, I'm quick to anger. Like I'm ready to.
Now, the flip side of it, I'm actually very slow to anger, but how I process anger is really not, because what I'll do is I'll hold it in.
okay,
and then blow.
And then blow, but normally when I blow, it's at the wrong time, the wrong person.
Come on, Leo Gemini. That's me. That's me too. I'll blow at the wrong time, and it's like, can I get some egg salad? Fuck you. You shouldn't have did. It's like, oh my god.
I think I do hold stuff in, but I don't think I necessarily let it go at the wrong time. I think it's like a buildup of fuckery, and I know that it's fuckery, and I try to give people the benefit of the doubt and be like, well, maybe I'm tripping or this and the other. But when you keep giving me them signs, it's like when it finally gets to that tippy top, it's like I'm going off. And I don't really like getting mad because it's like I go from 0 to 100. I can go from. So I try not to.
You affected more. When you get mad, you are affected more.
Yeah, and so I don't like really getting like that because I know my thought processes. It can get a little, I can think of some real fucked up shit. Most of the time, I don't act on it, but I just don't like that thought process.
What's that Marvel character that like he can swallow bombs and it'll explode inside of him or something? Is that Lava Man?
The rubber dude, I think can do that.
But I think that's my toxic.
Man.
That's my toxic outlet. Like if you make me mad, often you can see it. I may not express it, and I normally like swallow it and just let it explode.
Ooh,
and I know I can't hide it. I can't hide when I'm mad.
Yeah, but I'll still, even if you see it, I'ma explode in that moment.
My man face.
Yeah. And it's
Christy know my man face.
I see that shit every fucking time. I be like, nope. It's like taking a kid and redirecting them and shit. Come here, get over here.
You're talking about Darwin. That's the Marvel character.
Okay, but that's the only way I can express it. Like I'll want to unleash, but I'll just swallow it and let it explode in me. But it's not that I don't let go, but I make people invisible, and I think that's the worst thing ever because often those people are people I have to work with. And how do you have an invisible person that's talking to you and you're responding to someone else? Like I won't even talk to that person because they're invisible to me. So I think that's my emotion.
I'm the type of person who I feel if I feel slighted, and this is probably why I hold on to stuff because deep down I know I'm a very generous person. I'm really a forgiving person, and I think that when someone, for me, when someone does something, and I don't actually communicate well that you've done something to slight me, hold on to it. And
Yeah.
so then when and I'm working on it. That's why I brought this up because it's something that I'm working on. Because forgiveness is something that for a long time I felt like, you know what, that was my way of, smacking a motherfucker in the face. It's basically if I held on to something long enough, eventually I was going to smack them in the face. They just didn't know it was coming. And I can hold on to stuff for years, and I'm at the club. I see you, and next thing you know, I'm hitting you upside the head with a bottle, and you don't know why I'm hitting you with a bottle, but it's because of some shit that you did when I was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
So it's like
there's just some certain things that I should have been fucking let go, and it's probably not even that serious, but because I feel like people have gotten over on me, I feel like because I'm a generous person. I usually don't, especially like people that I care about. It's like I'll see little shit that they do that I wouldn't have did to them, and then but I probably won't. Most of the time, I probably won't say anything. I'll just like take note. But then,
we always think forgiveness. We think forgiveness is for everybody else, but it's really for yourself. So when we hold on to stuff, we really that person has continued on. Yeah, they've gone up with their life, and we sitting here stewing and thinking about it every 5 minutes.
I think that's a very mature approach, but I'm definitely, I can say I'm not there yet. Because sometimes I need to forgive, even when I forgive for myself, I need to forgive for that person. And I mean, I'm also speaking very specifically here about the situation that happened, because I am loyal to the point that it's almost dangerous for me sometimes. I will fuck myself up being loyal. And when I feel that loyalty has been, when it's been compromised, or when you definitely overstepped the boundary knowing that I've already stated it, and I feel like now you're doing it just to be a bitch, then it's very hard for me to let that go. And there were situations where I definitely should have, because time is not promised, but it is what it is now. But it has been teaching me that I need to figure out a way to communicate that better. Like I should have found a way outside of me angry. I should have been able to find a way to sit down and say, look, this is what it was. I didn't like it, blah, 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 blah. Not in the moment when I'm like, man, you some bullshit, just going off. But
I used to find myself holding on because I didn't want to go through that thing again. And sometimes when you forgive, and it's especially if it's premature, that person will then begin to play with you in that way. And I normally have held on to like forgiveness because I didn't want to find myself back in a situation with that person or in a similar situation again. So you hold on to stuff just to keep yourself from being hurt again.
Right. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm working on it, though. I think that I'm learning to not let things get to me, and I'm also communicating with like when something happens, being in the present, because instead of letting it just me walking away and I'm in my feelings about something, just saying at that moment in time that okay, this is where I'm at with this and everything, and also when I also taking a break from being angry, because what happens is when I'm angry, that's the wrong time for me to communicate anything. So I need to just like walk away for a moment, just to de-escalate and then come back. But I have to do it at that moment, because if I go home, I'm gonna ruminate over it for a long time. And then it's gonna be again 3 years, 10 years later. And
but isn't it the worst when you trying to get that space and somebody won't give it to you?
Oh,
like you literally want me to fuck you up right now.
That's when motherfuckers get the shit slapped out of them.
Yeah.
I can't stand that when it's like you have communicated, I not right now.
Yeah, and
If I tell you go ahead and you keep on, because it take a lot for me to get to a point of like really lashing out. But if you keep on, because I'm the type of person I'm gonna warn you before I do anything to you. So I'm gonna let you know, like, look, go ahead. Go ahead on. Don't keep messing with me. Go ahead. And then eventually it's gonna get to a point where I ain't gonna say shit. And then next thing, pow, then your ass is in that bitch seeing birds.
And I don't want to do that.
To get there.
Don't beat me up.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to
mistrust. That was one of the commenters said that mistrust is a
toxic trait. Yeah. Yeah. That is a toxic trait of mine as well.
But they all go together though. That one begots the other. Because once somebody breaks that, like you said, loyalty, and no matter what it is, you're not going to trust that person again because they've crossed the line. Right. And that's why you have to, like for me, I can't walk away. If I walk away, soon as I take, just breathe in, I'm not mad anymore. And when you're not mad anymore, you begin to let stuff go, but it's still attached to you somewhere. So for me, I have to let it out in that moment. I try not to explode, but sometimes people, they get what they ask for.
Yes, they do.
That is true. That is very true. That is so.
I think mistrust is very interesting because I don't know. It's even in my distrust of a lot of people. I don't know. It's a very layered trust situation because I feel like in the same sense I haven't given them enough of who I really am for them to really trust me at the same time. Mm-hmm. So, and I know that I build up walls. I have brick, metal, aluminium walls to keep myself safe. But at the same, and it's hard to. I ain't gonna lie. That's a. I'm not good at being vulnerable. All that good shit.
I think I trust people first until they give me a reason not to, which can also be a bad thing.
Yeah, because people will play on that.
I've had frenemies, people who they say they my friends, but then they do little fuck shit behind my back that I find out about that they don't think I know about. Right. And then, and I've had a situation where I approached the person and then they lied and no, I ain't, it wasn't like that. And they tried to explain themselves and I'm just like, still don't fucking trust your ass. So, I don't know. I trust people first and then until they give me a reason not to.
Yeah, and that's why I think I hold on to stuff the way that I do because I do lead with trust and I am a very loyal person. I am a very generous person. And I'm not saying that. I think sometimes when people hear that, they're like, okay, no, but I'm really that person who will give you the clothes off of my back if I am in if you have that type of relationship or rapport with me, that to be true. But I think that's why I get so angry. And I usually give people time. I'm not one who I'm going to instantly get mad right away. It's usually after several events have occurred. Mm-hmm. And it's like it's repeating itself over and over. And now I'm feeling, honestly, I feel like I'm being punked. I feel like I'm feeling like you're taking advantage. I feel like a bitch.
Yeah.
And
right.
That's when I start to go into attack mode. But the thing is, I brood over it for a long time. So it's like I'm thinking about how I'm going to attack you because I definitely want you to remember. So I'm like, okay, I want to cut the brake lines to your car and also loosen the nuts and bolts on your wheels.
No, well, we can't let you say that because I don't know if you've done that already. So I want you to incriminate yourself.
No, you just put a used condom underneath their fucking door handle.
Ooh.
No.
Psychological warfare, and then he and that bitch like, oh God, what is this on my hand? And then he got to be fucking a real used condom. It could just be some dish liquid in that bitch or something. I don't know, some hand soap. But no, that's gonna smell good. You gotta put something in there that's funky. So when they touch it, it feels nasty, and then it's just like,
Now, but
It's just
The
shit out of
odd thing is, I'm very forgiving in a relationship. Though you can damn near do anything in a relationship, and I'll work it out. But when it comes to my friends, it's a little bit different. I wouldn't say friends because I'm really forgiving of my friends. I'm not forgiving of associates or people that I've extended my kindness to, and they've taken it as a
Oh
weakness.
man, associates I very rarely react to because I probably ain't fuck with your ass for real to begin with.
right.
And
You a time occupied. Like, all right, I'm bored. Let me.
like
Yeah,
when I call you a friend, that is I have called shit. So in some cases more than family. It's
yeah.
I can definitely say that
But
if you
that's
are
why
my friend,
yeah, yeah, yeah. And it depends because some friends I'm willing to I'll make beef with, but I'm not at the point where I'm gonna let them go. You get what I mean? So it's kind of like how you beef with your sibling. You may cuss each other out, you may not talk to each other for a couple of weeks, and then you wind up talking again. But then there's those family members that you can see at the family reunion and on site. On site, it's going down and punch you right in your face.
See, I don't enjoy confrontation because I internalize that emotion. So I try my best to just get over something and not let it attach itself to me. But sometimes you gotta face it. And I don't know why we don't try to face it. And I think that's like an empath type of thing. Like you have to not, I don't want to use the word attack, but you have to go head first on it. But I think we are expecting for them not to be like accepting of their part of the problem or what they've done. So for me, I that's why I don't like confrontation, because if I confront you on something, you be like, "What do you mean?" Yeah, I want to fight at that moment because I think you're playing with my intelligence, and I want to punch you in your face. So I try to avoid that and just like, you know what? Let me let this go. Let me forgive that person, but I'm never gonna forget this. And now you're invisible because I don't want to ever confront you. And because that's that, you know, that hood shit where somebody will do something to you and be mad when you get mad. Like shit like that, I can't take it. I want to hit you square in your nose. Just make contact. I don't know, that shit. It just make me mad. It just Let me shut up before I say somebody's name.
Ooh.
Okay, moving right along. Next
Yeah,
question.
please. Next, please don't my game. Get your ass kicked. I don't want to have to come to your. I don't want to have to come to your.
Doing this bitch next week with Whitaker and shit.
I've never been in trouble, so it'll be like the first time.
I don't want to come to your defense and they didn't cold pack you because you're going here running your mouth. And I ain't had
Doing this bitch looking like a whole sack.
I've never been beat up before. That'll never.
You've been beat down, but not beat up. Next question. Describe your wedding theme and day. It's your wedding day. What is it going to look like? Do you have a theme? Do you envision yourself getting married?
I want to get married in like a garden area or something, like a real pretty, like with like exotic type, not no regular ass garden, but you know, like something pretty. Water fountains and falls and shit. I don't know. I don't think
something tropical.
Yeah, I don't think I've really put a lot of thought into it, but yeah, definitely somewhere tropical.
You know, I want to get married on the beach.
Tropical.
Not all the way on the water, maybe a pavilion or something, but I want the beach in the background. Yeah. And I want like incense. I want to kind of be very like, you know.
Real ceremony. I mean, I know it's a ceremony, but like kind of like almost like it's a ritual too, but you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit more, spiritual than the traditional shit.
Yeah, I want to do a hand fasting ceremony. So I want it to kind of be like,
who?
Italian
Oh,
jump the
I
broom.
thought you
I
said
wasn't.
ham. I was like, ham?
What the fat shit is that?
Right.
We eating ham on the beach.
Maybe they in Hawaii. They having a luau, the whole pig out
Right.
Uh-uh. I just that's what I'm thinking about. I wanted to do it, and I don't know how I don't know if I'm addressing androgynous for it or not, but I was contemplating. I know when I was first thinking, so I the relationship I'm in now wasn't the first long term relationship I've ever been in. It's the second. And the first relationship, we had our wedding planned, and we were going to have everyone in colors of the rainbow so that they would represent our union in a way. But I've since moved on from that. But I still am thinking about if I do it, that I would want to do it androgynous.
Mm.
Yeah, on the beach, with a lot of incense and a lot of fire and all of that stuff. So yeah, different. I don't want to be the thing that they usually get the traditional wedding because that stuff is boring to me.
Right.
I
Oh
may have,
shit! I want a cake. I
I
go
want
to
to have
weddings
some
for the cake. That fucking wedding cake is the best damn thing. You know that I say the marriage ain't gonna last when the wedding cake not good. I
Yeah.
fucking love
You,
wedding cake.
I
It
actually
is the best.
prefer, and now y'all might hate this, but I actually find it more intriguing to go to, well, not even more intriguing, I'm gonna say entertaining, to go to funerals than to weddings. I despise actually going to weddings. I think weddings are boring.
I'll say this: I don't like singing at weddings. I'd rather sing at the funeral than a wedding. And I know that's weird, but
No,
I just don't
I
like singing
agree.
weddings.
I agree. I would
What's up, Brianna?
rather.
Hello.
I like
Hey,
receptions.
Brianna!
The
Baby.
receptions are on point though. I ain't gonna lie. When they have a real fun reception, they be enjoyable. Open bar,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
good food,
All
yeah.
you waiting for is the drunk uncle or the drunk aunt.
And let that DJ be on point. Shit.
So is the what is it? The after the funeral's over, what's that called?
The
Repast.
Reception.
the
On the
repast.
The
repass.
repast is
Same
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think a funeral for Black people in general is just something about that week in general.
Yes, Lord.
That seems to be our family reunion in many cases.
Wait a minute. I read Brianna's comment too fast on my phone. You want us in the nude at your wedding renewal?
What?
No.
Wait a minute. Let me go ahead and see what this is.
I know I read that too. I need to pull it up on my computer so I can see the comment.
No,
Right.
she said, when I renew my vows, I want all my guests in shades of brown and tan. I love the way a melanin looks in the nude.
Got you.
Like
Got
skin
you. All I
tone,
saw
skin
was
tone,
yes,
nude.
brown, melanin nude. Because on the phone it pop up real quick, then goes away.
Right. So I've been married, but I did the courthouse because I knew it was something that I wasn't supposed to be doing. I don't really know if like a traditional wedding. I don't know what that would look like for me. I've never beyond that. I've never thought about it. I don't mind the marriage, but the actual ceremony of it, I don't know what that would be like. I know if I ever do it again, I would want family and friends there because I literally, it was only like one person there that was our witness. But I think I would at least want something where it was not huge, but this family and close friends. I wouldn't want to. I don't know. I didn't take it seriously because I think we did it that way. In my mind, that wasn't a real wedding or a real ceremony.
My
You know
wedding
what?
was
The funny thing is, I would actually do it. I think that's smart though. I would do mine at the courthouse and then have the ceremony, like the reception and the ceremony combined. So then it would kind of
If you like y'all all have a spiritual faith, and it's just something about the courthouse that's very sterile. And it's just a random person that don't know
Business
you.
transaction.
Yeah, and that's what it felt like. If there's a chapel in the
Wasn't
courthouse
pregnant, was you?
downtown, huh?
I said you wasn't pregnant, was
Did
you?
you say was you pregnant?
No, no.
I'm with child. I'm with
But
child.
it was just something like the chapel that's at the courthouse downtown makes you feel like you in March funeral home or something. It's real. It's like the
I can
walls
see
were
that.
like thorough, like they were real. It was just too sterile in there, and I didn't feel like it was real. Like I knew I wasn't doing the right thing, and this wasn't the person for me. But I just,
Mhm.
Man,
and I was
I want a
young. Like I
whole
was too
lot of music
young.
at my wedding.
The who?
My wedding gonna be damn near a concert.
Mm,
I want and I'm glad Brianna on here because when I get married, first of all, when I get married, y'all probably gonna shit yourselves because God knows. But
mm.
Brianna already know it's an Amel LaRue song that I want sung at my wedding that I positively love. But
Make You Whole. Is it that one?
mm-mm.
Okay. Which one is it?
You belong to me and no one else. And it's called No One Else. Amel LaRue
Okay.
is.
Okay.
But no real shit. Like I want everybody kind of standing up, circled up, and I want to be in the middle. And there's a whole lot of very, spiritual, sacred things that want to take place. And I really want, I don't know. And the people I want there, I want there. The people that I don't want there, I see y'all at the reception. But I feel like marriage is just one of those things where you really want the people that are going to fight for your marriage, the people that are
Mhm.
really going
That's
to
what the
be there
witness's
for it.
job is anyway. When you witness a wedding, you are a part of the people that's supposed to help keep them together and make sure
Yeah.
that you know.
Like if you
Yeah.
know that I'm being an asshole right now and I need to go say I'm sorry, I want you to be in that group to say, John, stop being a motherfucking asshole right now. Go,
Oh, I
go,
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Like
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like
wrong.
I think that the people there should be prepared to fight, and literally that anybody who is there with any other motives or intentions, they don't need to be there.
That's true.
That's why I don't understand why people don't. As somebody who did it, I don't understand why people don't have at least close family and friends there. Because I'm not saying in all cases, but I know a lot of those cases, those marriages are normally rough because they are in it on their own. It's not like a village around you. So,
Mhm.
Like I think it's something to say when you have people there to support your
mhm,
decision for your life and the love that you want in your life. And because not to sound super religious, it shouldn't be entered into lightly. It should be something with your eyes wide open that, I love this person, that besides the legal part, that I am now
mhm,
committing myself in front of God to you because, if whatever you believe, for me, it would be, I'm committing my life because I believe in our love so much. I believe God brought us together and I want to give this back to God so that whatever comes from our marriage is incredible. It's amazing and that it does shine light. And,
Mhm.
whenever my human shit comes in, I hope the people who are here will say, all right, we got you. Y'all not getting ready to fall apart. We're going to hold y'all up. Y'all ain't going to fall apart,
I'm
because,
like,
Right.
That bitch. First of all, I ain't like how she did that shit.
right. I think one of the things I love is a story about one of my younger one of my grandmother's younger cousin who's actually still old as fuck now. But when she got married, she really couldn't cook. And that was a big deal. For some reason, it's still a big deal, but then it was a really big deal, of course. And they were like, well, they didn't want him to start eating anybody else's cooking, so they started helping her cook. They would just
mhm,
bring shit over. They would teach her little things like going slow and everything. And sadly, she
Mhm.
never learned how to cook. But enough people taught her, brought enough food that eventually everything was cool. But You know, it's like little shit like that. Like you looking out for their, so nothing or anyone could come in between. Like if you taking your homeboy out to find other bitches, you don't need to be part of that shit. You probably shouldn't be. That's not what your goal is. If you taking your homegirl out, like, oh, if you're not doing that, I know a nigga that will. And it's like, unless that's their agreement where they're open and that's what they do, you just come in and setting shit up. You just, and I don't, now if they're open and that's what they do, then that's something agreed upon on them. But if you coming in and just adding division and bullshit just because you are fucked up and got some shit going on, I don't know why I did this. It felt good. But, yeah, and I think that's a problem. I've seen a lot of people where the people they've kept around who don't respect
trying to steer them wrong.
Yeah. And those are the people I don't want at my wedding. Like, stay the fuck home.
But I think that's what people should. That's how people should select their guest list. But people just like the big, gaudy, invite everybody so they can show off, and it becomes less about the people because you really have a wedding for everybody. For the two parties to come together.
Said in the comments that she had her wedding, you know, that they had over 300 people. Her wedding was beautiful. I sung at her wedding. They picked a good song, so I was happy about that. And there was a lot of people at their wedding, but she just said that wasn't what she wanted. That was what her parents wanted.
Right. Yeah.
And I think a lot of times we do these big ass, really. Now, I mean, if I had the money, I may would rent out like Madison Square Garden, some shit, do some real dumb shit. But that would be after I had the actual.
I don't like that many people.
Well, if they all rich, then I want them to all bring me gifts.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Lay your gifts at my feet and then go home.
I think I would rather have a more intimate situation.
It's a beautiful moment in real life.
It is, and that's why I want to share it with people that I know I'm gonna feel something for. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that energy would be elevated if I'm around people that me and my significant other has come to know as friends. So, you know, like that would elevate us. That would make that moment more special. So I don't want to share that moment with everyone. I want that to be with
Agent said if you get married, he the security.
That's it.
Next question. What is the next question? What did I say? Let me see.
Yeah. She said marriages need villages too.
Yeah, and Candace said it takes a village to raise a marriage. I think it's cool. They kind of put that in at the same time because marriages need all that same love, even when they don't feel like loving at that moment. And
because sometimes you get tired of people. Shit, looking at the same person all that time.
I think the worst is when the couple is in an argument and then you add to it like, "Yeah, fuck them, come on over here and mind your business." Sometimes that's just listen. Sometimes
you have to set boundaries, but I think it's required that you have
a support system. Yeah, a good support system. What is it? Oh, next question. Name 3 girl groups you'd pay to see perform live. If you had a concert that was comprised of 3 girl groups, and also 3 boy groups, who would you want to see live?
I don't know, maybe En Vogue.
They're not together no more.
1990s En Vogue or this thing they got now?
This thing they got now, right?
It is horrible.
I don't even know who in the group now. Shit.
The 2 original members and the girl that replaced one of them, but the 2 big voices are gone. So why would you have a group? Y'all need to all just go solo.
Yeah.
So
I want to see off cut number 1 LaBelle. I'm going to see LaBelle. I know they're gonna fucking murder it.
Still today.
I
said still today they will murder it.
Oh hell yeah. I want to see LaBelle. I want to see SWB. I have seen them live. Their live show is ridiculous, and I enjoy it every time.
Yeah, Candace and then SWV and
Spice Girl.
It's the
Spice
Not the Spice
Girls.
Girls.
Call to the world. Every boy, every girl.
Not Spice Girls.
Now, my number 3, I think, is the Emotions. Maybe the
Ooh.
Jones Girls. But the Emotions, I think. You know, I'm old school. I want to hear them old folks.
Okay.
I think they're not officially a trio, but I like their TV special, the one with Gladys, Patty, and Dion. They're not officially a group, but
Oh, you want to hear them sing Superwoman?
they was good. You just got to make sure Patty got her teleprompter. Her and Dion got a teleprompter.
Because Gladys came. Gladys was not playing.
Man, she looked great. She had a little.
Damn good. They both looked good, but she sounded good too. So
She probably the only one that actually rehearsed. She was like, "Come on, y'all, we got to rehearse." They was like, "No, we got this."
But real shit, for them to both be 76, 77, Dionne Warwick, 80 years old, to have toured and done all the amazing shit they did, I don't give a shit what them old ladies went. Because I know if my grandmother went on there, God bless her, she'd been up there cussing like it. But I think that the fact that they are as old as they are, I mean, Dionne Warwick is 80. And still, she piddling, but she getting there. So,
Dang.
So those three, I think Brownstone.
Oh yeah, Brownstone. I forgot about them.
And who is the other
one good song?
But their sound was so good. Like even with that one song, just sing that one song over and over again. And I don't know the only other.
Oh, y'all remember Pure Soul?
Pure Soul.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I like
girl groups.
Girl groups. That's it. I don't really know no other girl groups I want to say. That was too pop for me.
I would have to say, I agree. I would want old school in Vogue.
Murray.
No.
That's me. That's mine.
He said no.
That's right.
He said no.
What is it? In Vogue, SWV. I would probably want to see, honestly, geez, that's a hard one. It was In Vogue, it was SWV.
The rest of them ain't even together no more.
So I would say Escape, but I'm not. I'm
just gonna say Escape can't really sing. Y'all know Escape can't really sing. They have great songs on some mediocre voices.
But they didn't really have really polished singers like that when in the I mean, Destiny's Child.
There's polished, and then there's the backyard singers. They were some old back alley hollers, and they weren't that good. You know they weren't that good. Escape had really good songs.
They did. They did.
And their best singers are the best singers of that group, because when they sing with other people, it showed that they not.
But see, I was raised on the Supremes and LaBelle and those types of emotions and stuff like that. So I was talking about poetry.
Didn't they break up relationship?
Cool.
Poetry.
Oh, was they together? They was together?
Was they together? I don't know. I know I went to their show and it was just it was me and a ton of lesbians. I was like, so is this like a cult? Like, did I come to the wrong show?
I don't know.
Was there something that I missed? And then if you listen to the words, all you gotta do is say yes, open up your mind, let me undress you. What man you got to say that shit to?
Real raper.
It's getting late. Why you gotta be here? beside me. I didn't think I'd ever want another woman to touch me.
You cannot add words.
Oh, she said the marvelette. Yes,
I know
Candace.
that's right.
Yes.
Right.
Now, if it was male groups, it was definitely Mixed Condition, Jodeci,
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men.
I can't take Wanye. I
Boys
can't
to
take
Men.
him.
Whole concert though.
I love Boys to Men. There's some
I
second month
can't take.
right
I can take all. I just can't take Wanye.
Ooh.
I can't.
After
Notice I'm not
7,
that drunk, but I ain't on enough crack. I'm good.
After 7,
That's true.
Take 6.
Minute Lodge.
Oh, take 6, man.
What's the group that sung on A Thin Line Between Love and Hate? I can never name that group.
As yet.
What song?
No.
They sung the title song for A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Between love and hate.
Jagged Edge.
Again, I want old school.
That wasn't Jagged Edge.
I hate Jagged Edge.
Motherfucker said
Like, I want to go see the OJs. I want to see them perform.
See,
Oh.
Jagged Edge. You can walk around here and see Jagged Edge. They be in the market and shit. Right across the street. They be right there in Safeway. You go to Safeway and hear them say.
That was the worst thing. And then
Drew
I
Hill,
wish
y'all
somebody
wrong
would
for not
say that
listening to Drew
we
Hill.
ain't getting no younger. We might as well do it. And people like, oh, that's cute. That's beautiful. Like, bitch. So let's settle. Let's just settle.
Mm.
Who was it? Oh my goodness. I don't know no other male group. It's a lot of male groups, but I don't know.
I do bang with Drew Hill. I know.
Oh, Drew Hill.
Even though
Yeah.
Drew Hill is my group.
112.
It's-
Was it 112?
It's that joint, April Showers.
112.
Yeah, 112.
12 was cool.
What? Okay, was that the group that had
Truth. I like
I
Truth.
got one. Tony.
Spread my wings.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Tony.
Oh, that's a good one. A
That is a
little
damn good
walk.
one.
The fucking high five.
Lay your head on my pillow.
I
That was my
can't
song.
get enough. Truth.
Oh shit! Ready for the world.
Minute Lodge.
Let me love you down. Ooh.
Yeah. That would be a
Who
good concert.
said black? I ain't heard black in a long time.
Change
Oh.
your face.
Bring it all to me.
Shit, who else? Shit, the OJs.
I already said them. That's by you.
Oh, damn. You didn't say no damn OJs.
I did say the OJs. That was my first person on my mail list.
So what's everybody? Oh, Cut Close.
Oh,
Yes.
H-Town. That was the name of it. H-Town.
Yeah, I said H-Town.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't think of their name for nothing. They ain't have a lot of good songs, but they
That was a group right there.
Yes, it was.
It's
Yeah.
a group thing. Yeah.
So what is everyone doing for the weekend? Because I know it's about that time. I know that Mother will be on shortly to have us get off because that's what Mother does. But
So the old Mother Hubbard.
Right.
Mother will be like, it's time for y'all to get off. But I want to know what is what is everyone doing for the weekend?
Nothing.
What is everyone
Coming over
getting
your house.
into?
That's what I'm going to do.
I think I'm gonna just have a pamper me moment. I'm gonna wash my head.
Now, I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. I hope to have some fun, though. I'm going to have a lot of fun.
Paint my fingernails, to paint my toes.
Oh,
I'm gonna just pamper myself. Is what my plan is anyway.
Oh yes, pamper yourself. Touch on yourself.
Get some of that hemp, till the Epsom salt.
Oh, okay, I got
That should have knocked you. Yeah, that should have knocked you out.
They got something. You know who else? It's I think it's called bath therapy. And it's like mentholy when you put it in the water. Oh my gosh, you be done. Finished with that. You put that and some Epsom salt and some other stuff in the water. You be done.
And it's called bath therapy.
It's like bath therapy. Like it's bath therapy.
It's real strong too.
Yeah.
I hope everybody gets
the green. I don't know if they still make it. I think they should still make it. But they had a purple one and a green.
Jonice, you said blueberry wine. I ain't lying. I'm trying to find out what you partying at.
I had some blackberry wine. That was pretty damn good.
I ain't had no blueberry wine. I want some now.
I like blueberries. I love blueberries. Sound like it made me good.
You like
I don't know what I want to do. Like plans have just been.
I just want to have fun and not catch COVID.
Exactly.
I know.
Exactly. I ain't doing no fucking bobbing for apples. I bet that.
It might be your last tip.
Fuck around, end up with everybody.
Yeah, lavender Dr. Bronner's.
Yeah.
That's peppermint Dr. Bronner's. That's it. That's the go-to for everything.
That peppermint shampoo do everything.
Stella Rose blueberry wine, is that it?
I want a cigar and some bourbon. That's what I want. A cigar and some. You know what? I know who I'm called. I want a cigar and some bourbon. That's my weekend plan.
I wouldn't mind some. I want some like the oysters on a half shell. I want some of
that'd be good too.
That'll be.
You ever ate an oyster on a whole shell? I bet you do one on a half shell.
I've been dying for a grilled hamburger.
How the fuck else you gonna eat?
That's what they call them, motherfucker.
No.
Shit.
Wait a minute, Candace. Don't you bring up my crazy. That was almost 15 years ago, yo. You ain't got to be bringing up old stuff.
I don't know,
like that.
Lou, I don't know if you heard last week's show, but that hooker right there, he was a whole crazy hoe. Not crackhead, a Craigslist.
Yeah, this motherfucker got chicken blood spread all on the walls and shit. Like,
Jonathan, he was
time to go.
Chicken ritual.
He woke up with a chicken foot tied to his goddamn neck.
Oh, I was there for that show. I remember that show. I was there.
He was killing puppies.
Yeah, I remember that. I was there for that show. I wasn't there for last week's show. I don't know what your shenanigans was last.
That's what it was.
That's what you're talking about.
We was having a real come to Jesus moment with Jonathan.
It was a lady that was in I felt like I was there. She lured you to a place and she was upstairs and doing something on a table.
Taboo voodoo is working.
She was going to be sacrificed to the goat.
That story scared the shit out of me.
This bitch got a fucking hairless possum and that bitch doing rituals with the bitch.
Now, don't be coming. Look, I saw you the first time, mother. Good Lord. Well, as always, mother is beckoning us to, and then she's going to say, you ain't stopped talking yet. Mother, Mother, give me my moment. I'm having a moment here. Anyway.
Got his mouth on speed dial, on autopilot. Mouth on autopilot.
As you can see, we are the Kocktail Social. We have nothing but antics whenever we get together. Join us next Friday at 7 p.m. for another social hour. And when you'll get to see us, I'll have a drink then. So I won't be at work. Next week. Be someplace with a drink in my hand, an actual cocktail. And you can join in with your cocktail, and we'll see you there. So till then, bye.
Wait a minute. And that was the gayest hello I've ever seen.
He's so gay.
He is so gay.